All right, very good. We're ready when you are, Angelo.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to the special meeting of the Human Rights Commission. My name is Angelo. I live in Ward 2, and I go by he/him pronouns. And then, as always, we'll do introductions. I'll just pass it, and then you pass it to the next person. And we'll start with Oni.
Thank you, Angelo. My name is Oni Marchbanks, and I am in Ward 6, and I pass it to Tricarico.
Thank you, Oni. I'm Tricarico. I use they, them pronouns, and I live in Ward 2, and I will pass it to Krista.
Hi, I'm Krista. I'm Ward 4, and I use she, her pronouns. Raisley? I'm not sure if the interpreter said that correctly.
Oh, I don't see anyone. Will you mind saying that again?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelsey.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kelsey. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am from Ward 1. And I am going to pass it to Kathy.
Hey everyone, I'm Kathy Ostrand-Ponchin. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am just outside of Ward 4, and I will pass it to Nathan.
Hi guys, my name is Nathan. I live in Ward 7 and I use he, him pronouns. And I'll pass it to Dr. Brown.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here. Urban Brown, I live in Ward 5, and thanks for the invite. Who's left?
I think that might be everybody. I think we got it.
Yeah, go ahead, Gretchen. You're the only one, I believe.
Oh, of course. Well, my name is Gretchen Bennett, and I am staff to the Human Rights Commission and use she, her, hers pronouns. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Gretchen, do we have any public comment tonight?
We do not.
Okay. Approval of agenda. Do we just have to approve last month's meetings, or do we have to approve the last 2 months? I don't remember.
Only today's agenda. We're going to bring the minutes to the next full meeting. So this is just a meeting really focused on your recommendations to mayor and council. So just you're approving the agenda for today.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda for tonight?
So moved.
Okay. Can I get a second?
I second.
Krista also seconds.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Okay. Any opposed?
Aye.
There we go. Okay, approval agenda is approved. All right, action and or discussion items. Recommendations to city council. So, how do we want to approach this, Gretchen? Do we just go over the document, or?
I think it would be as the group wishes. You might begin by asking if there's questions or a request to do an overview of the document, or I know you've worked with it in the past. You may be ready to just advance to a vote. I think that's up to the group that's gathered today and what you'd like to do.
Can I make a suggestion?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Nate.
Well, I was gonna just suggest we just go to a vote. I have to leave like pretty soon for work, and I don't know how that's gonna affect quorum or not, but that's Angelo's call.
Krista has a comment. Krista here. I did not have a time to read the whole thing, I did have a chance to go through some of it. It looks good from what I read through. All of the content looks fantastic, and I'm ready to go ahead and vote.
Okay.
This is Kathy.
Go ahead, Kathy.
So I am also ready to vote, but I did note that on a few pages there is text that is in yellow highlight. Do we need to talk about that before we approve it or before we finalize it? I'm looking at page,
Kathy, can you help me know what the yellow, let me get the document. I have a hard copy, so I'm not seeing the yellow highlight.
so the first one I see is on page 7, and it's the language that says section 1. And then I think further down, as you've broken up the different input into sections, I think each section heading, at least in the document, the version that I have. So on page 11, where it says section 2.
I'm so sorry. I should have opened up the document to be on my computer as well. I'm still working on getting there. Do you think that the highlights should, so to slow me down, do the highlights also have unfinished questions, or are they highlights where we can just simply remove the highlight, or is the highlight there for just to help with readability? I'll ask you that while I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I believe it's just to separate the sections.
That could be.
I think so, because it's just highlighted with section 1, 2, 3, and so on. And so I think it's just to, say, okay, this is, different sections.
Oh, yes, I'm remembering now the different sections of the input that came in. I was trying to make sure people saw the different components of it. So I added a highlight to help with readability, ironically.
And looking at it now, I think you're right. It's for the readability, and I don't think anything needs to be changed necessarily. So
thank you for checking. Yeah.
All right, I'll just go down the list. Tricarico, any thoughts?
No, I think I'm good and I'm ready to vote.
Okay, Kelsey?
No, I think I really loved the discussion that we had a couple meetings ago, and I think we put a lot of time and effort into this. And I'm really excited to move it forward, so I'm ready to vote.
Thank you. Oni?
Yeah,
What are you doing,
All right.
Bubba?
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, wait,
And
I
then-
have a question. I have something.
Okay.
Just for clarification on page 15. Page 15, the second paragraph. It's the first bullet point, but it looks like the second paragraph. Does everybody see me? To assume that one lacks pigment, one lacks filter and diversity is problematic. People over the world come in an array of shades. As such, basing anything on race color is racism. Who wrote that? What does that mean? In my series.
15, Oni?
Page 15, it says.
Let's see. That is part of this section that is a cut and paste of input that we received from the community in general.
Okay.
And what I did is I just cut and paste everyone's words
Oh, I
as they were and put them into the document. And that way the mayor and council sees all of the input that came in. But then, of course, what's at the beginning of our packet is what you're bringing forward as recommendation.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so the overall way this packet is structured, it would have the cover letter, which includes some context and some questions. And then, of course, the next section is the equity asks section. And then we've got the equity lens section. And then there's all the input that are essentially kind of attachments. So in case the mayor and council wanted to see the stuff that came to you, I remember early on folks talked about, let's include everything we get as attachments, just so that the full package is there in case mayor and council and staff want to read through all of that as well. But it leads with your cover letter of questions and your equity asks and the equity lens, which is really the work that is your, the commission's, what the commission's moving forward at this time.
Thank you. I believe I'm ready to go move forward.
Okay, so if there's no objections, any other questions, I'm gonna need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Okay, can I get a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay, passes unanimously. And I just want to thank everybody because this is a group effort. I know everybody worked hard on it. So thank you to everybody. And Gretchen, so what's next? Does it go to council and then they review it?
Yeah, I'll turn it right around either this evening or tomorrow and send it to the mayor, to city council, and to the staff department directors as well, so that they're able to start digesting it, because they'll be called upon in many cases to start with implementation and answering questions and things. So I'll just get it right out, and then I'll be back in touch with you as we get feedback or questions. I don't know if any of you directly will receive that, but anything I get, I'll be sure to package up and share back with you. And if I don't hear anything in the after a short little interval, I'll start reaching out to chase down sort of our questions and the different areas that we want to engage, but I'm sure we'll get some feedback. Folks have been asking me, when's it coming? And then they were disappointed that we didn't have quorum the other day, so I'm excited to share it.
All right.
Thank you so much, everyone, for all your hard work. It's been super awesome, and I'm really excited to see what comes out of it.
All right. Personally, I hope that this isn't the end all of we hear of council. I hope they continue to work with us, and that this is just a start. Of course, our emails are always open for them, and so we're just ready to continue to work together. Okay. Any member remarks or announcements? Okay, hearing none. Again, thank you everybody for this work. We could have done it without you guys. And so this meeting is adjourned. Have a good night, good afternoon, whatever